Hello everybody, today is February 17th, 2026, and it's just after 5 p.m. here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and the market closed today. Silver's closed at $73.66 per troy ounce. Gold closed at $4,879 per troy ounce. So what does that mean for you guys here today? That means that your 35% war nickels, your 1942 to 1945 silver war nickels, those are going to melt down for $4.12 each right now. When we look at our 40%, like our half dollars and our dollars, your half dollars are going to melt at $10.89, and the dollars are going to melt at $23.28. When we jump down to our things like our 90% constitutional silver, the dimes like your Mercs or your Rosies, those are going to melt for $5.33 a piece. Quarters are going to be at $13.27, and your half dollars are going to be at $26.64. Your silver dollars, like your Morgans or your Peace dollars, are going to be at $56.97. So remember, $1 face of 90% constitutional silver here is different from one 90% silver dollar, okay? The weight is different. A Peace dollar or a Morgan dollar is going to have 0.77344 troy ounces per unit, whereas one full dollar face is going to have 0.7234 troy ounces in them. Now, one thing that I want to mention is that a very common formula that we use right here, in my very first video, I had said that $1 face is 0.7234 troy ounces. And yes, that is true. But what a dealer like me is going to do typically is we're actually going to take a dollar face is actually going to be spot times 0.715. And so the reason that we take from 0.7234 down to 0.715 is because in most of our 90% constitutional stuff, it's been used. These have been in pockets, they've been rubbed by people's hands. There's actually a little bit less silver than when they were brand new. So just a common formula based off of years and years and years of people weighing these coins and weighing them and dealing with these products by weight, what we have come to find is that $1 face in our 90% constitutional is more like 0.715 troy ounces. And so most dealers, if you go in there, they're not going to go by the 0.7234, they're going to go by the 0.715. Now, here's something you want to consider. If they're buying and they're using the bigger formula, maybe you're making a little bit more. But if they're selling it to you at the higher formula, maybe that they're charging a little bit more than the silver content that's actually worth. So once again, it's important to understand what you're buying, how you're buying it, and why you're buying it. So this goes back to, are you a stacker or are you a collector? Once again, there's no wrong answer here, but what is the motive behind buying? How are you buying it and why are you buying it? So another common formula that I want to put out here, or a common reminder I should say, is 31.1 grams is in one troy ounce. And we're going to bring that up because as we jump down to gold here, okay, let's say you have 10 karat gold that you're wanting to sell us, okay? Well, 10 karat gold is 10 parts 24. So what we do is we take 10 divided by 24, and that's how we get to 0.4167. So if you bring us your jewelry, we're going to measure that jewelry, we're going to measure it in the weight of grams. So assuming you have 31.1 grams of 10 karat gold, that would be worth $2,033.08. 14 karat would be $2,845.92. 18 karat, $3,659.25. And then 22 karat would be $4,472.58. Now keep in mind, your typical buyer, your typical dealer like myself, we're not necessarily going to be able to pay full melt value for these products. We're typically going to pay somewhere between 90 and 95% because we're not going to necessarily be able to turn around and sell it for full 100% melt value. Our wholesalers, our refiners, our other dealers are also going to buy it back a few points. That's that tiny little margin that us dealers live out of and we work out of. That's what we use to pay all of our overhead, our bills, our employees, etc. Okay, so there's a lot of risk involved when we're taking this material over the counter, whether we're holding it, we're getting rid of it immediately, whatever the game is that's being played there, it's a very risky game. So for today, guys, like I said, silver down a little bit, gold down a little bit. Our foreign markets are down for the week. So right now we're going to kind of see that this week's just going to be a little choppy. Right now the whole market's been volatile just as it's been. But the way to look at this right now is that the metals are on sale right now. So we know historically they're only going to continue to ride up. And so right now they're on sale. It's a good time to buy. It's also a good time to sell, especially if you've been holding on to stuff for a long time. Maybe you have a collection that you're looking to get appraised. I'm here for you. So if you would like to get connected, the best way to communicate with me is just send me an email. The email should be right here on screen. Email will be down in the description below. Send me a message through our website. That's a really good way to connect with me as well. And then we can kind of collaborate from there on how to proceed. You can also check out my Whatnot page where I do live auctions multiple times a week. We can interact and chat with each other live. It's an absolute blast. You can see the inventory that I have coming in and selling. And right now we're in the process of getting our own shop open. We should be open here in a few weeks. So right now the best way to work with me is through my Whatnot page, through the email, or through the website. Hope to talk to you soon. Thank you.